Have you ever reached a goal and felt happy for about 5 minutes? Then, just as quickly, the feeling faded, and suddenly, you were already thinking about the next thing. More success, more money, more validation. You might feel guilty about this, thinking it's a sign of greed or ingratitude. But what if I told you it's not a personal failing? It's biology. Today, we're going to dive deep into why your brain is designed to want more, not to be happy. This isn't about being negative. It's about understanding the machine you're working with so you can finally find some peace. Let us get one thing straight from the start. Happiness was never the primary goal of your brain's evolution. Its number one job for hundreds of thousands of years has been to keep you alive. Think about it from the perspective of our early ancestors living on the savannah. For them, a state of constant contentment would have been incredibly dangerous. If you felt completely satisfied with the food you had today, you might not bother searching for more tomorrow. If you felt your shelter was good enough, you wouldn't reinforce it against predators or storms. If you felt safe, you'd stop scanning the horizon for threats. Complacency was a death sentence. So, evolution built a system that rewards wanting, not having. It incentivized the constant pursuit of more food, better shelter, higher status within the tribe, because those things increase the odds of survival and reproduction. The individuals who were always a little restless, a little dissatisfied, were the ones who kept pushing, preparing, and improving. They were the ones who survived long enough to pass on their genes. Your brain is a direct descendant of those restless minds. It's a survival machine, not a happiness generator. Understanding this fundamental truth is the first step to changing your relationship with your own desires. So if the brain rewards wanting, how exactly does it do that? It all comes down to a powerful little molecule you've probably heard of, dopamine. Now, there's a huge misconception about dopamine. Most people think it's the happiness chemical or the pleasure molecule. It's not. Dopamine is the motivation molecule. It's what drives you to act. Its main job is to get you to pursue things that your brain thinks are good for your survival. Here's the fascinating part. Dopamine levels don't spike when you get the reward. They spike in anticipation of the reward. They surge when you're chasing the goal, during the hunt, while you're striving for that promotion. It's the chemical that fuels the pursuit. It whispers in your ear, go get it. It's going to be amazing. But once you actually achieve the goal, once you get the promotion, buy the car, or eat the delicious meal, your dopamine levels drop. The motivation is no longer needed. The brain essentially gives you a little pat on the back and says, good, that was useful. Now, what's next? Go find the next thing to keep us safe and successful. This is precisely why the chase often feels so much more exciting than the actual victory. The thrill is in the wanting, not the having. This brings us to a feeling that haunts so many of us in the modern world. The inability to feel like we have enough. You tell yourself, if I just reach this income level, I'll be set. Or once I get this one last thing, I'll finally be satisfied. But that feeling of enough never seems to arrive. This isn't a flaw in your character. It's a feature of your brain's design. Your brain doesn't really have a built-in off switch for desire, because in the environment where it evolved, there was no such thing as enough. For our ancestors, resources were almost always scarce. A big food find today didn't guarantee food for the next week. Safety was temporary. A peaceful night didn't mean a predator wasn't lurking the next. Threats were a constant, recurring part of life. In that context, a brain that thought, okay, we have enough now, time to relax, would have been putting its owner in a very vulnerable position. The brain that constantly urged more, we need more, just in case, was the one that kept its human prepared for the inevitable lean times or sudden dangers. So, the feeling that you should always be striving, acquiring, and preparing isn't a modern neurosis. It's an ancient survival instinct that believes satisfaction is a form of vulnerability. Now, let's fast forward to today. We live in a world of abundance and digital connection, but we're still running on that same ancient operating system. And our modern life has found countless ways to hijack this primitive reward system. Things like social media notifications, career ladders, and the endless pursuit of wealth plug directly into that ancient dopamine wiring. Your brain can tell the difference between the genuine survival success of finding a new food source and the digital validation of getting 100 likes on a photo. To your brain, it's all just a signal of success, a reason to get a hit of dopamine and keep pushing. So it keeps demanding just a little more, a few more followers, a slightly bigger house, the next level up in the corporate game. The problem is, unlike in the ancestral world, these pursuits have no natural endpoint. You can scroll forever. There's always more money to be made. There's always someone with higher status. This ancient system, designed for a world of scarcity, is now running wild in a world of endless options. It never turns off because it was never designed to. It was designed to keep you going forever. This is why happiness, when we do feel it, often feels so fleeting. It's not a permanent destination you arrive at. It's a temporary state, a moment in time. Once your brain gets used to a new, better situation, it adapts. The baseline resets. That salary you dreamed of? After a few months, it just feels like your salary. That amazing new apartment? It quickly becomes just your apartment. This phenomenon has a name, hedonic adaptation, or the hedonic treadmill. It asks the brain's tendency to return to a relatively stable level of happiness despite major positive or negative life events. Your brain isn't wired to celebrate a new state indefinitely. It's wired to stabilize, to make the new reality the new normal, so it can start scanning the horizon for the next opportunity or threat. It's an incredibly efficient survival mechanism. It ensures that you don't become complacent, but as a side effect, it makes lasting, uninterrupted happiness a very tricky thing to achieve. What once felt exciting and special inevitably becomes ordinary. And that's not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that your brain is working exactly as it was designed to. After hearing all this, it might be easy to feel a bit discouraged. You might think, so I'm just wired to be an unsatisfied, perpetually wanting machine. But please, hear this loud and clear. Feeling unsatisfied doesn't mean you're broken or ungrateful. It means you're human. Your brain's constant pull towards more is a sign that its survival programming is functioning perfectly. The real problem isn't the wanting itself. The problem is believing the lie that more will finally deliver a permanent state of happiness. The trap isn't the desire. It's the expectation that fulfilling the desire will finally be enough. It never will be, because the system is designed to reset and want again. Recognizing this isn't cynical. It's liberating. It frees you from chasing a phantom and allows you to start working with your brain instead of constantly fighting against it. So, what can we do? If we're hardwired for pursuit, are we doomed to a life of dissatisfaction? Absolutely not. The secret isn't to try and eliminate desire. That's like trying to stop the tide. The secret is to redirect it consciously. You can't stop your brain from wanting, but you can choose what you point that powerful motivation toward. Instead of anchoring your sense of satisfaction in external outcomes, the promotion, money, the praise which are fleeting, you can learn to anchor it in the process itself. Find satisfaction in the work, not just the win. Anchor your happiness in presence and being fully engaged in the moment you're in, rather than always thinking about the next one. Find meaning in your pursuits that goes beyond a simple dopamine hit. When you focus on the journey, on personal growth, and on contributing to something bigger than yourself, you engage the wanting mechanism without becoming its slave. The brain can continue its job of wanting and striving, while you, the conscious you, can choose to derive peace and fulfillment from the path itself. This is how you work with your biology, not against it. Let's wrap this up. Your brain was built for survival, not for serenity. The constant, nagging feeling of wanting more is a feature, not a bug. It's the echo of an ancient instinct that kept your ancestors alive in a dangerous world. But you no longer live in that world. The true skill of modern life isn't achieving more. It's learning when to pause, when to appreciate, and when to be content with the journey. Once you understand that your brain's restlessness is just a tool, you stop fighting yourself. You stop feeling guilty for being human. And you can finally start using this powerful system wisely to build a life of meaning and purpose, not just endless pursuit. Thanks for watching. If this idea resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into how your mind works. See you next time.